We're going for it. We're going for it, you guys. Hello, good game. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, ghouls and goblins. Appreciate you. Thanks for helping support the channel with your time, with your attention, and of course with those likes. Go get them now. Tap it blue. Today we'll be playing Quandrix Scute in one of the most oppressive metas that I've ever been involved with. The matches today are disgusting. I'm just trying to have fun, and no one will allow it. So you guys have some sympathy for me today. It was a tough day. I'm about ready to cry, if I'm being honest. In today's video, we'll break down the deck. Let's talk about the strategies, synergies, get into the gameplay footage, some backyard wrestling, HGG beatdown. I do not walk out of the third round. And of course, discussing the play lines and interactions there. So you get a good idea, not only for comedic purposes, but you'll also, learn how the deck is supposed to operate effectively and efficiently, supposed to, keyword for today's video. And, that'll give you a good idea whether or not it's right for you or your wildcards. Of course, we'll wrap up with our deck review and, final thoughts on the day and the deck. Thanks again. So awkward. You guys are going to laugh so hard today. I'm not looking forward to it, but I know that a lot of you guys really do like to see when things go wrong, and today's a great example of that. So check out the link tree if you're into any of the goodies that I have to offer, whether it be the free contests and giveaways, cash prize tournaments, or buying someone's D&D rare playset for them. So there's lots going on there. You can also buy some swag, whether it be computer equipment or clothing as well. So it's all available, and supports through the Patreon if you don't mind as well. With that being said, let's take a look at the deck and then get into the beatdown. All right, so Quandrix Scute is a 60 card best of one standard deck, 3.3 average mana value with 24 lands and an even split between creatures and non-creatures. We revolve around the Augmenter Pugilist and Echoing Equation. First out, we want to get the Pugilist in play, a 3/3 with Trample, and as long as you control 8 or more lands, the Augmenter Pugilist will get +5/+5. And then we will cast Echoing Equation onto the Pugilist. Copy target creature you control, choose target creature you control. Each other creature you control becomes a copy of it until the end of turn, except they aren't legendaries if the chosen creature was legendary. We don't need to worry about that because, again, we're just copying the Pugilist itself. We will be going wide with creatures like the Scute Swarm, a 1/1 with landfall, and whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, create a 1/1 green insect creature token. If you control 6 or more lands, create a token that's a copy of Scute Swarm instead. So, you've all seen Scute Swarm. You can get 250 of them in play at once pretty quickly. And then, like I said, you can turn them all into 8/8s with Trample, which is just about the most ridiculous thing I've ever tried to do in the game. Building around that, we can ramp with things like Emergent Sequence for 2 mana sorcery speed, searching our library for a basic land card, putting it into play, and then having it become a 0/0 green and blue fractal, putting a +1/+1 counter on it for each land we've had enter the battlefield this turn, which actually can be a substantial amount, believe it or not. We've got 4 copies of Cultivate, sorcery speed for 3. Search your library for up to 2 basic land cards, reveal them, put 1 into the battlefield, tapped, and then the other into your hand, then shuffle. We have 3 copies of Eureka Moment for 4 mana at instant speed. Draw 2 cards, then you may put a land card from your hand into the battlefield. 4 copies of Quandrix Cultivator, a 3/4, and when it enters play, search your library for a basic, forest, or island card, put it into the battlefield, and then shuffle. 4 copies of Solemn Simulacrum, 2 power, 2 toughness. When Solemn Simulacrum enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it into the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. When it dies, draw a card. Right, so there's lots of ramp in the deck for the Scute Swarm and for the Pugilist. We also have Journey to the Oracle for 4 mana at sorcery speed. You may put any number of land cards from your hand into the battlefield. If you control 8 or more lands, you may discard a card. If you do, return the Oracle to its owner's hand, which is great because then we can cast Jadzi, Oracle of Avocados, I want to say. Arcavios, I don't know. Lord of Avocados. Let's get real. It's a 5/5. You can discard a card to return it to its owner's hand, and it has one of the most powerful Magecraft abilities I've ever seen. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a non-land card, you may cast it by paying 1 rather than its mana cost. If it's a land card, put it into the battlefield. Whoa! That's actually pretty crazy. So building around that, we do have protection from things like Extinction Event, Shadow's Verdict with Decisive Denial. 2 mana, instant speed, choose one. Target creature you control fights target creature you don't control, or counter target non-creature spell unless its controller pays 3. And we have 3 copies of Negate for 2 at instant speed to counter target non-creature spell. Right, so there's lots of protection within the deck from the Extinction Event, you know, from the Ugins, things like this. There's lots of ramp in the deck to help us get to 8, right? To turn on the Pugilist, making it an 8/8 with Trample. And hopefully we've got a bunch of Scutes in play. And then we use Echoing Equation, turning all of our Scutes into 8/8s with Trample, and we smash down. Right? Of course, you know, the Simulacrum, the Cultivator will become an 8/8 as well. The Emergent Sequence land also will become an 8/8. It's not just the Scute Swarm tokens, and the Oracle as well. The Magecraft is amazing. You know, it's absolutely ridiculous. You cast an Emergent Sequence on top of Jadzi, and then you cast, you know, an Eureka Moment for 1, plus the land comes in play, so it's like you didn't pay anything, and you can just like cycle those through. It's really a lot of fun. The same with the Cultivator. The Cultivator and the Moment with Jadzi. Absolutely amazing. It's so very good. The Simulacrum's nice, but it comes in tapped, right? So when the land's coming in untapped and you only had to pay 1 mana for that spell, it's like it was free off the top, and that's a good amount of value. There's some Snarls in the deck and some basic lands as well. So that's the deck. I hope you guys enjoy. I think it's a good deck. I'm definitely going to be playing with it more because today was, you know, there was no justice today. The robbers are out in full force and they're getting on my nerves. So you guys are going to enjoy today's gameplay footage. Maya's in studio, as always, tearing it up on the wheel. She says hello. Good game. Check out the link tree for all of our goodies. And like I said, enjoy the video and we'll be back to wrap up with my final thoughts. All right, we're going first. I do not like this. I mean, it's got the land, which is good. We should keep it. It's just like not playing anything until turn 4 feels more than bad. You know what I mean? I don't even know if they have a word for that yet. Doesn't feel good. I played 5 land in 1 turn with the Journey to... what is it? Journey to the Oracle earlier in the play queue. It was unlike anything I've ever experienced. It was so nice. Mono white is a bummer. Yeah, we don't really have a ton of defense here. I guess we go Simulacrum because it forces the draw. You know, in another world, I would love to get these 2 extra lands in play, just give them the turn. But it ain't happening. Oh yeah. Do 1 at a time. 1 at a time, baby. Blocking Linden here. Except it's probably going to get a Skyclave. Oh, Heliod. Why won't you let me play my jank, bruh? Let me play my jank. That's all right, you guys. It's no problem for us, right? We can deal with it. Take another draw here. Maybe I guess I should have included Ugin in the deck. Just because then we could still win. Then we could still win. I guess. Another draw plus what is now known as the chump block. Let's see how all this pans out. I mean, we're at 7. We could actually 8 with the forest. Maybe Ugin does go in the deck. Honestly. maybe it does go in the deck, and then it's just like, well, you know, we didn't draw Scute Swarm, but here's our Ugin reset, and now we start to scoot. I don't know, bros. I don't know, bros. Doing some stuff here, eh? Light of Promise. Just getting the... doing the do, or what? It's going to gain 9 tokens here. It's going to an 18-18 plus Heliod as well, right? So... it'll go to a 20-20 if Heliod goes onto it first. No, Heliod goes to Luminarch Aspirant. We'll take our draw. It's not Ugin. We do get Scute Swarm, though. Oh, but we won't survive. But we won't survive. Boom. Yeah, we did it. We did it. Boom. We did it again. We do have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 available mana. There's no guarantee that we draw land here. There is that we draw here. So we may as well just do Cultivator. It's 2 bodies. It's fine. I think we've got the chump blockers as long as there's no indestructible. Or not protection is what I mean to say, sorry. Right, protection from green will get us. The shield is fine. And we can just block. Sadly, right? And now we need to get to our... where is it? The Pugilist times 2. Right? Because we have to cast the first one as a creature, and then we have to cast the second one as the backside to make everything copies of it. Woof. The life gain they've got is truly unfathomable. Woof! Okay. So this is still a match somehow. Oh my gosh. How long can we survive? What if we can get this out and survive a turn and then Magecraft on top of it? We're going for it. We're going for it, you guys. Oh, it's I could return this. I discarded an card. I see. I was like, why is it lit up? It's my first time actually casting that, if you guys can believe it. My first time actually casting it. So I was like, what? Discard a card? If they don't play Maul, I don't know that we would have survived it anyways. We could have drawn for a negate, I guess, with Eureka Moment. Good game. Yeah, I mean, playing for the win, I guess, not the survival, and we get burned by it. Because we could have Eureka Moment here, like before, countered the cleave and survived another turn that way. It is what it is. We almost made it out of this. We were so close. So close. We're going to let him hit us, though, right? We'll give him the love. Casual 50-50, no big deal. Give that some life gain. No blocks. There's no need. And then we'll just take it here. Oh, they really want that extra life. Even though it's only the first strike that hits, bro. But 113 minus 48. Ow! We were so close. We were so close. And there's no guarantee that we would have drawn a negate, but would have made for better footage if it went through than just playing defensively, I think. So I had to go for it. Next. Going first. We've got that negate. Protect us from that nasty, right? Our opponent's gone with the early mullies. We have a Snarl into a sequence, into a turn 3 moment. Love that. Right? Turn 3 moments, like, stop it. They could, you know, fry this. I don't doubt it. But we'll see. Okay. Turn 4 moment. Rolling Vortex. Are you serious? What does that card even do? You know what I mean? So they can pay 1, no one can gain life, and it deals 1 damage. And then if we're casting things without spending mana, which we're not, we would take 5 damage. Oh, the Robber's good. And they take our Scute Swarm off the top. You jerk! Like, why is it that the Robber always just... It gets you perfect? So we probably play the Pugilist next turn, and then we can protect it with Negate. Oh, well, we could send that right to the grave. Probably bad play. And they're gonna play our Scute Swarm on us. I hate my life! And we're already down to 12. Which is terrible. They've got the Haven as well that just plows through us. Another Robber. Wow. Delightful. Wow. They are actually willing to sack a Robber just to deal more damage. And that makes sense because we're on a timer with the Haven. Oof. Oof. You know what I mean? Oh, that's 8, not 6. It says 6, though. Ending our turn. We have Moment, instant speed. I'm gonna decline the heck out of that. If we top deck a land, I'll be sad, but we have a Moment to play it. Oh man, this sucks. Get out of my deck! Get out of my deck! Down to 2. Basically, making sure we lost. And of course, we top deck a land. We could have had 1 extra mana this turn. Not that it matters. Don't see us surviving just because they've got Rolling Vortex. No attacks. Sag, and, you know, there's the Haven. We can get 1 more land in play, but it's just not going to happen here, I don't think. They sure have some nice blockers of ours in their hand. Oh, you jerk! You jerk! You go up to 8, though. They've got a fight effect. That's good, I guess. And it's these chargers that just kill us, right? LOL. So we can't even block. Like, it just sucks. We're getting bullied out today. You know, you can see how close we're getting. Again, this 2 damage kills us, and then the Rolling Vortex just had us right on the edge. From before that... Oh, you can get a win, HGG. Keep trying. You got this. Our opponent's cheating. That's the funnest part of my day. It's just whenever my opponent gets to go first, I just say that they're cheating. I don't mean it at all, but it's fun for me. It takes off the sting. You know what I mean? It's like, even if I lose, you know what I mean? They had the upper hand. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. That's fun, isn't it? So we do kind of have the combo, but I'm not sure we're going to survive because it's an annoying mono red deck. Good one. Why wouldn't you have attacked with haste? Like, we were already tapped. And this is the person I'm going to lose against. Annex. Next turn they're going to cleave us. Which is annoying, and I hate it. Meanwhile, we're just trying to while out with some jank. There's no snow here. I mean, it's not that important. It is. I want to destroy you, but... if we don't have the Scute... but if we're just going to get cleaved out next turn anyways... oh, it's good that we don't have the mana. LOL. Well, we're close, though. Oh, I hate that we're playing against mono red. I just want to show the deck. I just want to show the deck. I do this because they think that we could have a negate, right? We still have the 2 mana up. Getting wild out. This is, like, unusual. I mean, this is less sweaty than what I was expecting it to be. A 3-2 with haste isn't bad. And now we can't block. They get to swing in with everything. Woof. We do get the negate if there is a cleave. We have 6 available mana, right? 3, 4, 5, 6. We can get 7 in play. Let me just do that now. We do find the Scute Swarm a little late, but it is there. Can we play it this turn? No. We legit have to counter whatever they do. Would have been cool to start our turn with that. But, you know. You can't win them all. Another outlaw. They could still cleave. This hall monitor is ultra annoying. Okay. No cleave here. They only have 5. Okay, we deal with the giant. If they have a cleave in hand and they're like waiting us out somehow, I'm gonna freak out. And we're just dead here. Oh my gosh. Hit for 9. Mono red. Mono white. Y'all leave us alone. We'll get a Sulfite Ultimatum matchup next for you guys. Don't worry. Oh. You can do it, draw land. Now, if only we had another land. No attacks. So there's no way we survive this next turn. But if we did, then we can make all of these 8/8s. We're so close. Every time we're like, 1 turn away. Just 1 turn away. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to try one more match, right? We know the play line. We know what it's supposed to look like, and we're so close. We can do this. Hold on. Let's get it. Okay, our opponent's cheating, right? You know, I think everybody's been cheating today. We've been beaten so hard. Really? Wow. And we already played this individual. I'm pretty sure we did. Was this our first matchup? Ah, Super Sag Town. Again, perfect play lines by our opponent. It's laughable at a certain point. We're gonna get stomped. Oh my gosh. Pretty cool deck, bro. Pretty cool deck. Man. I guess I just play too much Arena to play the same deck every day, all over, every single second of my life. But, I mean, to each their own. I guess I should have just taken the damage. Right? Look at us go! We played a Cultivator. I'm gonna give you a sleepy emote because your Slamber Cleave is just awaiting us in the dust. Privacy policies. So where can we find our opponents being a bully? We'll let them swing in. No blocks. I just do not care. You know, perfect play line by our opponents all day. I love it. Oh my gosh. So that happened. We almost had it a couple times. Really, really close. Unfortunately, you know, it's Friday afternoon. I've already been creating content for 5 hours now plus. And now I've got to edit and, you know, make thumbnails. So it's, you know, a lot going on. Then I've got to go into town, go shopping, and you know, get the camper ready and everything. So it should be fun, but I've got a lot to do today. So I don't have time to just grind out infinity matches to try to get a win, to showcase the deck. I know you guys are smart. You can conceptualize it on yourself. Scute Swarms turn into 8/8s. You attack, right? You've got Jadzi, and then you can get things in play that pay for themselves for free, you know, which is really, really good. Or you're just land ramping, which is, again, good for the Scute Swarm and good for just... It's good for the goose. It's good for the gander. Stuff like this. Massive thank you to Ewan. Check this out, you guys. I couldn't even get up. This thing reclines further back than flat. Like, oh my god, I'm gonna fall over. I'm gonna fall over. Oh my god. It goes back further than this, but I don't think I'll be able to get up from it, is the problem. Oh my god, even at that. We can... It's crazy. So check out their site. You know, you can find it in the link tree. You get a percentage off. It's the latest sponsor. I can't believe they sent me a chair. Isn't that ridiculous? Maya gets her own chair now. She's like, finally, humans out of my chair. And the nice thing is, it's good quality. It feels really nice. Like, definitely better than my last chair. But we're going to be doing like a comparison between the two if anyone's interested in that later on. But, you know, ramble on down the road. Thanks for watching, you guys. I appreciate you. Check out the link tree. Support the channel on Patreon, and we'll see you soon in the next. Have an amazing weekend. And, of course, you know, we're going to be here still. Don't worry. Catch you in the next. Take care. Peace.